Have you ever met someone who changed your life in a single moment, someone who showed you kindness when the world only showed you struggle? Well, this is the story of a humble single dad who walked into a blind date with zero expectations, and walked out with a love he never dreamed he deserved. A love built not on money, but on kindness, honesty, and heart. Because sometimes, the most beautiful blessings find us when we're not looking. Before we begin, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to never miss a touching story from your channel name. And if this story inspires you, share your thoughts in the comments, we'd love to hear from you. Mark Evans was a 34-year-old single dad trying his best to keep life together for his 7-year-old daughter, Lily. They lived in a tiny apartment on the outskirts of Denver. It wasn't much, just a one-bedroom with a leaky bathroom and a noisy refrigerator, but it was home. Mark slept on the couch so Lily could have the only bedroom. He never complained. Being a dad was his greatest pride, even if life was anything but easy. He worked long hours at a local hardware store, earning just enough to cover rent, daycare, and basic groceries. Dinner was often mac and cheese, and treats were usually the free donut holes from the bakery near their apartment. Money was tight, very tight. But Mark made sure Lily never felt the weight of their struggle. To her, he was a superhero. Someone who could fix anything with tape, glue, or a hug. But behind closed doors, when Lily was asleep, Mark sometimes sat alone at the kitchen table, staring at bills, wondering how long he could keep pretending everything was okay. One evening, as he picked up Lily from daycare, he overheard two moms chatting about a single-parent support group at the community center. Mark usually avoided those spaces because he felt awkward, like the only dad in a sea of moms. But Lily gently tugged his shirt and said, "Daddy, maybe you'll make a friend." And that's how he found himself sitting in a folding chair a week later, surrounded by other parents, sharing stories of parenting ups and downs. Mark didn't talk much, but by the end, one of the moms, Claire, approached him. "You're a good dad, Mark. You know, you deserve a life outside of work and parenting." He chuckled. "At this point, I'd settle for 8 hours of sleep." Claire smiled and said, "I have a friend. She's amazing. Smart, kind, but lonely. I think you two would get along. How do you feel about a blind date?" Mark almost laughed. A date? With what money? He hadn't bought a new shirt in 3 years. But something inside him, a feeling he hadn't felt in ages, sparked hope. "Okay," he said shyly. "One date." That one okay would change everything. The date was set for Friday at a cozy little cafe downtown. Mark showed up wearing his cleanest shirt, still slightly wrinkled from drying on a hanger. He couldn't afford a haircut, so he tried his best to tame his hair with water. He practiced smiling in the car mirror, repeating, "Just be yourself." Across town, a woman named Olivia Hayes sat nervously in the same cafe, checking her watch. She wore jeans, a cream sweater, and minimal makeup, simple on purpose. Because there was something she'd learned about life: money had a way of scaring people. And Olivia had a lot of it. As the CEO of a growing tech company, she was worth billions. But success came with loneliness, and most people treated her like a prize, not a person. So she kept her wealth a secret when dating. She stood up just as Mark walked in. Their eyes met, and Olivia instantly noticed his warm, humble smile. He noticed her gentle, genuine eyes. "You must be Mark? And you're Olivia? Wow, hi." He felt awkward, but she found it endearing. From the moment they sat down, something just clicked. They talked about childhood memories, favorite movies, and funny cooking disasters. Mark told her about Lily, proudly showing her a photo of his daughter wearing a superhero cape made from a kitchen towel. Olivia's heart melted. "You seem like an amazing dad," she said softly. Mark shrugged, a bit embarrassed. "I just try my best." They laughed more than they ate. Mark was honest, kind, attentive, qualities Olivia cherished more than fancy cars or expensive suits. He didn't try to impress her. He made her feel seen. When the bill came, Mark reached for it, but Olivia grabbed it first. "No, I got it," she insisted. "You sure?" "We could split it," he offered politely. Her smile widened. Most men she dated either expected her to pay or demanded they pay to look superior. Mark's offer to split felt respectful, kind, and sincere. "I'm sure," she said. Outside the cafe, Mark thanked her. "This was really great. Better than I expected," he admitted with a smile. "Same here," Olivia said. And for a moment, neither wanted to walk away. They agreed to see each other again. Over the next few weeks, their connection blossomed. They took walks in the park, watched movies at Mark's apartment with Lily, and shared simple joys: ice cream, board games, and long conversations. Olivia adored Lily, and Lily adored her right back. Lily once whispered to her dad, "She's like a fairy, Daddy. She brings magic." One evening, after Olivia left, Lily asked, "Do you like her?" Mark paused. "Yeah. I do." "Then tell her," Lily said confidently. "People need to hear when they're special." That night, Mark sat on the couch thinking. Olivia was kind, thoughtful, and unlike anyone he had ever met. But a small voice in his mind whispered, "You're not enough for someone like her." He ignored it. Until the day Mark found out the truth. He was at the hardware store when a customer recognized Olivia from a magazine cover. The headline read, "Tech Billionaire Olivia Hayes Expands Her Empire." Mark stared, stunned. Billionaire? Olivia? The woman who sat on his couch eating cereal and laughing at cartoons? His chest tightened. Was he a charity case to her? A temporary escape? Did she hide the truth because she thought he couldn't handle it? When Olivia arrived at his apartment that evening, she found Mark distant, cold, and guarded. "You're a billionaire," he finally said. She froze. "Mark. I wanted to tell you, but I. So all this time, what was I? Some heartwarming story for you? Something normal to try?" Olivia's eyes filled with tears. "No. I kept it from you because I wanted you to know me, not my bank account. People treat me differently when they know." Mark swallowed hard. "I just wish you trusted me." Olivia stepped closer. "I was afraid of losing you." He didn't push her away. But his heart was scared. Scarred by life. Scarred by feeling not enough. The next week was quiet. No calls. No texts. Both missed each other terribly. Then came Lily's school fundraiser. Mark was struggling to sell even a few raffle tickets. Other parents with bigger wallets easily donated large amounts, but Mark scraped together $5. That's when Olivia appeared. Not as the billionaire CEO, but as the woman who cared. She walked up to Lily, kneeled, and said, "I missed you." Then she bought 200 raffle tickets, not for the attention, but to help. But what touched Mark most was something small. She handed Lily a hand-drawn card that read, "You are brave, kind, and the world is better because of you." No expensive gift. Just pure heart. After the event, Mark walked her to her car. "Lily loves you," he said quietly. "And I love her," Olivia replied. He took a breath. "I'm sorry. I let my insecurities get loud." Olivia's voice trembled. "Money doesn't define me. And it doesn't define you. Kindness does. Heart does." Mark stepped closer. "Can we start again? Truth included this time?" She smiled through tears. "I'd love that." Their relationship grew stronger, this time with transparency. Olivia never tried to change Mark's life with money. Instead, she used her influence to give back to the community, donating anonymously to single-parent programs, improving local schools, offering scholarships. Mark often joined her, volunteering, reminding her of what really mattered: connection, presence, kindness. A year later, Mark took Olivia to the same cafe where they first met. But this time, Lily sat beside them, holding a small bouquet of flowers. Mark held Olivia's hand. "I walked into this cafe thinking I didn't deserve more than the life I had. But you showed me that kindness can create miracles."